To celebrate the new year, SeatGeek gave us a special hookup where anyone can use our code La Platica 2025 for 10% off their next purchase on SeatGeek.
Damn, hooking it up like that?
Hey, off the jump, baby.
Guys, there are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek. 70,000. I've never even counted to 200.
Damn.
70,000. You can find something anywhere.
Anywhere. Artists such as Kendrick Lamar, SZA, and one of my favorites, Post Malone. You know I love me some Posty Peasy.
I'm really going to go to Kendrick Lamar.
I'm going to go
I
see
think that
Posty
album
Peasy.
was incredible. And yeah, I'm going to that. And if you play your cards right,
What's up with it?
I might take you depending.
man.
Depends.
I'll tell you what, I'll let you use my code. La
What's the
Platica
code?
2025. I'll let you use my code.
So what are you guys waiting for? Take out your phone, open the SeatGeek app, and add code La Platica 2025 to your account to make sure you get 10% off your next set of tickets.
That's right, baby. That's code La Platica 2025 for 10% off any tickets on SeatGeek. That's how I say it now, by the way. I go SeatGeek. SeatGeek. Friends over at SeatGeek.
I like that.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
swaggy.
I'm going to open up Kendrick Lamar's concert like that. What's up, y'all? If y'all use SeatGeek, shout out to y'all.
I think we're done here.
One more time, though.
Yeah, sure.
Same game.
Thank you. And thank you guys for watching.
I'm gonna use it.
Let me be honest.
Every guest is a privilege.
Do we want to go there?
Get jolly.
Cause I'm on a podcast with Josh Leyva.
Yeah, you have two motherfuckers.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Let me just tell you.
Dear La Platica Nation.
Guys, welcome. Happy Monday. Mondays don't suck. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode, second episode of the year. And God, what a year it is already.
Wow, what a start, man.
Already.
What a start.
As you guys know, back at home, real quick, today's episode is sponsored by the one and only our good friends over at SeatGeek, #1 ticket rating app on the App Store. Thank you, SeatGeek, for sponsoring this video.
Not quite, but sure.
We are a little riled up.
Yeah.
We are, what's the saying called? Like our feathers are what?
Our feathers are flocking.
What is it? It's like
Ruffled?
Ruffled.
Yep.
I think everyone's feathers are a little ruffled.
Yeah, man. Yeah. For those of you guys who are unaware, I'm sure most of you guys know, we're based out of LA. So and I were born and raised in LA. And LA is going through it right now. There are some fires that have taken over LA on a very traumatic level. And a lot has happened. And we just kind of want to talk about it. We don't feel right on, just doing a normal podcast without addressing what's going on in this city that we, hold so hard, close to our heart. So we wanted to take this episode to really just talk about it, kind of reflect on it. We also have something that we've been working on that we want to discuss with you guys. But it's been a lot, man. What's been your personal experience with the fires?
Being here, I've lived in the IE, I lived in LA. You always experience wildfires here in Southern California.
Yeah.
So that wasn't really shocking to me. It sucks all the time. It's really bad. I believe that, like, how do we control this? But I just feel like something that's out of everyone's hands. The Santa Ana winds, as everybody knows, are some of the most powerful winds that go through California.
Yeah, they're
Southern
intense.
California as well, especially. And this time it was just catastrophic. And it's honestly one of the saddest things I'm almost 35 years old, and it's one of the saddest things I've seen. And I think no matter if you've been affected or not, somebody who's been affected,
Right.
and it truly hurts. It really does. The more older I get, the more I understand how somebody can feel, right? Being a homeowner.
Right.
I'm not a father yet or anything
Right.
like that, but a lot of my friends are. A lot of people I know are mothers, fathers, people that have kids, families with them.
Yep.
Once again, we just had one of the most historic, catastrophic wildfires here in Los Angeles, affecting the Pacific Palisades, which was the major one, which sadly, I don't even know if that city exists anymore.
The Palisades are completely
It's
obliterated,
that
bro.
bad. And honestly, like, me saying that, it's very eerie, and I can't believe that happened.
Yeah.
Malibu, Eaton Canyon, which is by Altadena, right next to Pasadena. But all the cities around it are getting affected as well, whether it be air quality or, some sort of house caught on fire because of the embers are in the sky. And like I said, not to mention, it's been catastrophic because of these catastrophic winds as well.
Yep.
Over there by Hollywood off of the Sunset Fire, which is basically by the one and only Rustic Canyon. I'm sorry, not Rustic Canyon, Runyon Canyon.
Yeah.
Which everybody goes to, a huge tourism, hiking, monumental
place in LA.
It's just sad. There was one almost near my house by like Studio City. That
3
just
miles
went
away
up.
from mine.
Yeah, it's really sad, and you don't know what to do. You feel helpless. You want to go out and help, but you also got to hold down where you're at. So, you know, it just sucks, man.
It does.
It really does.
Yeah.
And, you know, there comes some time where we have, you know, a job like this and we don't know what to do. So what do we do? And like I said, we just came off like a small little meeting, which we'll talk about later, but like, it really hits you, man. It really does. And for everybody that's going through it, I can't imagine the resilience that you have, and what you're facing with your family. God bless you, and I really hope that things will get better. It's truly sad.
Yeah, and then also, obviously, and a major shout out to the first responders, people out there that are fighting the fires, that are putting their life on the line for us, for the people of LA. It's
Incredible.
crazy. They're really like the modern superheroes. Like while everybody's running out, they're running in. And just that thought alone, like, brings chills to me, bro. Like, they are the real Marvel superheroes here. And this is like no joke. I think you pulled up earlier. It said like how much it's covered of acres. It's enough to cover the entire city of Manhattan in New York. So basically, the Palisades are like just how much fire has covered. It would be like wiping out all of Manhattan. That's insane. And this is pre-recorded. Obviously, it was Monday now. But the way these fires are looking, like, it's gonna take a long time, bro. The whole situation, for them to even get like tamed and in control and stuff, I'm pretty sure we're nowhere near it. And then once we do, the repercussions that this is gonna have towards the city, towards people's lives, it's bigger
100%.
than just this moment. It carries weight for a while. Yeah, to the economy, to other people's economy, bro. LA is a huge part of feeding into the nation's economy, the world's economy. This is gonna have a bigger impact than people know, and people are so quick just to. And I was talking about this with Jess, our producer, basically how people are so. I'm gonna just say like are so like heartless when it comes to, not everybody obviously, but I've seen comments where people are like, they just associate the Palisades with being rich people having money, and they're like, who cares? It's just people with money. They can
get their insurance money. That's what they get.
Right.
Eat the rich. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
What?
And that to me is just so.
What kind of disease do those people have,
bro? Because those are humans that we're talking about. Those are people with families. Those are people with kids. Those are people that experience life the same way we do. And to wish ill upon them just because they have a certain financial status, I don't understand how you can wish ill upon anybody, bro. Anybody. And that's not an excuse to just be able to talk about somebody like that just because they happen to be financially okay. You know what I mean?
and that goes with
Set,
any type
rich,
of
whatever.
situation.
Absolutely.
If something happens to somebody who you think is well off, that doesn't mean that it's not affected by them, just like it's affected anybody.
And then even like let's just say specifically like the Palisades, right? Like the Palisades, there's homes that are like tens of millions of dollars, bro. Okay, not all the homes are like that though. There are homes that have been in people's families for a very long time, that they got it.
They're inherited.
They're inherited, right? So it's or there's like there's housing that are affordable for people that are located in the Palisades for people who work there and stuff. So it's not just rich people that are getting hit by this.
No.
You know, and then on top of that, the repercussions of what fires have, what they like the air quality that happens because of the fires, that is affecting all of Los Angeles. You know, that can be cancer causing to people in LA. You know, people with asthma that are living in LA are just normal people, aren't necessarily rich, but are dealing with this. Like, this affects so many people. And it just bothers me when some people are just so small-minded just to be like, eat the rich, that they deserve it. That to me it breaks my heart, bro. It's sad that people just think like that.
It breaks my heart. And how are you gonna wish bad upon somebody who their whole life they've done everything right to be as successful as they are, to be and have that privilege to live in the Pacific Palisades, whatever. their whole life doing the right thing, doing the right thing, doing the right thing, so they can have their moment, so they can be happy, they can have their dream house with their dream family, and then to lose it all, that's fucked up.
Absolutely.
And then for people writing on comments like that's what they get, eat the rich. I saw that one, and it was like, oh, the insurance is gonna take care of you. You think you're gonna knock on the insurance door and they're just gonna give you exactly what your house is worth? It doesn't even matter how much your house is worth. It's everything that you had inside. That's why it doesn't matter how rich or poor you are. It's about what's inside your house, the belongings that you have, that you own.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody should ever be thinking like that, because honestly, if you think like that, you don't really deserve, not even anybody giving you a brief. You know,
Yeah.
You should not think like that.
Yeah.
It's a sad thing, man. I saw this story where this couple, it was just a guy and a girl. This couple, sadly, her parents passed away maybe a year ago, both of them. And she inherited one of the houses in Pacific Palisades where she grew up.
Wow.
That her parents built. Gone.
Wiped out.
So not only is her family gone, her whole childhood house that she inherited. Imagine how lucky you must feel to inherit and to be so lucky to have parents that inherited you a house, to finally live in it, like the cutest house. Because if you've been to the Pacific Palisades, it's really nice.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's really nice. It's not like when you go like to Beverly Hills, you know things are luxe. This is just a nice movie-esque neighborhood. Gone. Everything is gone. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how it really gave me a different perspective on how these fires can actually just spread.
Yeah, and it's not just Palisades, it's Altadena as well. Honestly, at one point, we were in the valley. You and I were both located in the valley. We were kind of in this ring of fire because there's been fires being literally like in a circle of fires happening like around us. And not just little fires. We're talking about tens of thousands of acres burning, bro. Burning.
I think the Pacific Palisades is about almost 18,000 acres. And I think right now at the moment, Altadena is about 10 to 11 plus.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful city. And it breaks my heart because I kind of have like I'm not from Altadena. I cycle in Altadena all the time. It's a working class in Altadena. And I feel like the media, which it's totally fine, but like they kind of speak about the Palisades a lot more.
Yeah,
right?
it's getting a little bit more attention.
Which I get. It's the biggest one.
Yeah.
But me and us, I think we should talk about Altadena a little bit more as well. It's a working class city.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful, hard working class city.
Yeah.
That they're able to really have a really beautiful home there. And it just sucks because, like I said, I cycle out there. The bike shop that I go to is nearby. My friends live out there, so I feel like I'm out there all the time, bro. It's one of those places where like there's like peacocks on the street, and it just breaks my heart that like, it's going through it, man.
Yeah, and just to put in perspective, Altadena, just to put this on the across the board for us, over 10,000 acres burned. So it's not no little fire either. This is something that's truly affecting Altadena as well. And I wish it was getting a little bit more media coverage. Maybe I've missed it, but I definitely want to highlight that and know that.
And I think it's considered the San Gabriel Valley. I think so, which is an amazing valley to live in, and it just sucks because it's on the mountain range and it's just blowing. It's blowing towards the city, and that's the
thing. Fire that's affecting like those cities underneath it, right?
Yes,
like Pasadena.
Yes,
and
because in the Palisades, it's kind of blowing it
into the ocean,
but it keeps blowing into the ocean, low key. But in Altadena, it's just like
more of the city.
Yeah, exactly, and we'll definitely have descriptions down below about like where to donate in Altadena as well. And I actually want to go over there like during the week, see if there's anything that we can do, man. Anything.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't know where to sign up, but I'm sure if we go to like a recreational center, the community service type vibes, you know what I mean? People at like the centers where like people are just like sleeping, like the rec centers.
Yeah.
You know, like just anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, Altadena is going through it as well. I can't believe it, man. These are places that I can type it in my phone right now on the search bar and put Altadena. I probably have thousands of pictures of me on my bike. Yeah. They have some of the most beautiful climbs ever. The beautiful streets, beautiful restaurants.
There's an app if you guys do live in the area, if you guys haven't downloaded it, it's called Watch Duty. I highly recommend you guys download it. It gives you like updates on like the fires that are happening, how they're being contained, and like the progress of them and stuff. I'm constantly checking it.
Yeah.
And that's when I found out that there was actually a fire in Studio City on Wednesday. This past Wednesday. And that's when things got real for me, because obviously I'm in the area, but the fires are still kind of quite a bit away from me, where I wasn't really super necessarily immediately affected. But people close to me were. I had close friends literally had to evacuate. But nonetheless, that fire in Studio City put things in perspective and made it real, bro. I got scared.
Yeah.
That was the first time I was like, oh my God, shit just got real.
And
for me.
Yeah. And even if the fires are 20 miles from you,
right,
100 miles from you, it doesn't matter. Those embers, they
100%.
travel.
Oh, I know, bro.
And it's not only that, I'm telling you, catastrophic winds.
Yeah.
I have never seen fires like this in my life.
Ever.
Second, I've never seen winds pick up this way.
Bro, the winds were
It was
insane.
absolutely, I was scared. I was like, what's that noise? It was the wind. I felt like a pop. My power's out in my house right now.
I know.
And it's been like that for the past 24 hours. I've never dealt with that either. This is the first time in my adult life that the power has been out for 24 hours, you know?
Yeah.
And it's so bad that I think to myself, like, damn, that sucks. I need power, right? Not once have I thought that. You know why? Because I'm like, I need something?
Yeah.
Bro, people in Altadena, Pacific Palisades, over there by the Hearst fire by Silmar, there's so many more people in this in this county,
Yeah,
that need so much more than me.
Just
and
power.
like I want to touch base on what you were talking about the kind of like the after effects,
yeah,
of what happens
The
after a
aftermath.
fire.
Absolutely.
Not only is it just straight trashed, right? We had winds. There's power lines everywhere on the floor. All of the dangers that come with it. Those power lines on the floor are creating more fires as well. There's houses that are like burnt to a crisp. There's also fumes that come from these houses, from furniture with materials that are burnt with certain chemicals.
Yeah.
Chemicals burn inside your house. Plastics inside your house. That's why, especially right now, you really have to get like an air purifier. Really take care of yourself. Because not only is it just embers and ash in the air, there's chemicals in the air right now from all these thousands and thousands of houses that are getting burnt. It's really bad outside.
Bad, bro.
Not only that, all the trees that are on the floor right now, because it just wasn't the fire. These winds really wreaked havoc.
Yeah.
And it's just sad. The cleanup is going to be discussing. I was telling the team we should find somewhere where we can do like a customer service, kind of like what is it called, like a service where we can like see if like the LAFD needs like help with cleanup or something like that. It's to the point where, you know, I'm at my house by myself and I'm just like in the dark and I'm like, there has to be something I can do for these people. There's not that much help.
Yeah.
We're getting firefighters from Arizona, Utah, Wyoming, coming in from San Diego, from Oregon. They're all coming in and help.
What's crazy is
It's
that
really
like,
bad.
Yeah, there is people that are like out there who are feeling helpless and want to help, right, in any way that they can. And it's also crazy that on the opposite end, there's people who are adding more to the chaos. Like people that are like looting and causing cars on fire and just adding more to this. Because at the end of the day, bro, these fires that are being caused, we don't know how they even got started. So it's crazy to think that it could have possibly been somebody responsible for all these fires that are happening right now. And what amplified it was the winds that were like going on. Isn't that crazy to think about? I saw this clip on TikTok where Joe Rogan, the podcaster, was basically talking about this firefighter that he had a conversation with like 6 months ago, where basically he said that the way the geography of Los Angeles and the way it's set up, that at any moment, that if the right wind with the right temperature hits, it can literally light up LA on fire from starting
Wipe it out
from Altadena all the way down to the ocean, and there is nothing that we could do about it because it would just get so severe. And I don't necessarily know if this is exactly what he was talking about, but this sure damn well feels like what he was saying is it happened.
It happened.
Geographically, the
I
way
think I
that
said
we are
that
set
right.
up, I think you did. We're not in the best position to to handle
Yeah.
a situation like this, you know?
It's crazy because it's true. There's some things that we cannot control. You know, when something happens, the first thing people do is blame people, right?
Right.
And sometimes those people are to blame, to be honest with you.
We don't know how these fires are caused, by the way. I'm not saying somebody did it. Or maybe I am.
Could we be more prepared? I think we could. I think who's ever in charge of, I don't know. I'm not in that position. I have a fucking podcast, you know?
A damn good one, too.
And I don't know how things work, but I do know that I think we have the technology and the resources to be a little bit more prepared. I really do. But now, while it's going on, you can't think like that.
Well, okay,
you
sorry.
can't just be like, oh, like, we
before
should have
you-
done this.
Yeah, before you go into that, because I know you're going to head to another point, I also do believe that LA is filled with some of the smartest people
They are.
in the United States. I'm not saying that they all live here, but a lot of people do. A lot of business owners, a lot of like, you know, scientists, engineers and stuff. And I definitely think that something is missing, but we're not we're not using our resources properly to make sure that stuff like this doesn't happen, not just for us, but in other places around the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're missing something where we're not utilizing our tools all the way.
Yeah.
You know?
I 100%
so
agree.
It's not to like blame game, but really like figuring out a way to capitalize and I don't know, like figure out a way to like utilize our talents better, if you will.
Because it's something that happens every year.
Yeah, and all over the world, right? Like didn't it just like a severe one happen in Hawaii? That was crazy.
Also, one of the main things that I guess California has not done recently is take care of wildlife, like decomposed trees.
Oh yeah.
Clean up the wildlife, the forest, because when you don't clean up, that becomes trash. That becomes flammable, and they haven't done that. And then a lot of places have wind. A lot of places have much more wildlife, much more mountainry. Is that how you say it, mountainry? Than we do. Why isn't that getting lit up? You know, but I feel like we can go into a huge rabbit hole.
It could get bro. It's
of
really
like
easy.
blame it on somebody in
Conspiracies.
conspiracies and things like that.
The point is
But
we're here now. This is what's going on in real life. Like,
in real life, this is
happening.
what's happening, and we need to focus on what's happening now and what we can do about it as civilians, as people who've been affected by it, or even if we haven't been affected by
But
it.
I also think it's important to ask questions, right? And figure out ways that we can prevent stuff like this, right? Because we can't just let this happen over and over and over again, bro, right? But it's also very like, it's like a fine line because you don't want to start getting into the whole conspiracies of it all. It's very interesting because I've kind of went into these little rabbit holes too where it can be a little like scary, but it's not the point. Not the point.
That's not the point. Like I said, we can go into that in another episode, but yeah, you're right. Like even like one thing that I've realized and that we can all take from this is like, let's pay attention who we vote for. Let's see what their eyes are, what they think about wildlife, what they think about what they think about the Los Angeles Fire Department, what they think about Cal Fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's great.
Because like we should really think about who we vote and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not somebody who knows too much, but I think something that we can take from all of this is, let's pay attention to things like that.
Yep. Absolutely.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
But I just want to let you guys know, and something that we should take from this is Mother Nature can happen. And I feel like sometimes we live in a world where we think everything is perfect now. And we live in the fucking United States, which is a privilege to live here. But we also think that like we're always going to have Wi-Fi. We're always going to have power. We're always going to have food. We're always going to have a place to fucking lay our heads in. That's not the case. And I hope that you actually really, almost like if we all humble ourselves and say, yo, we need to live every day and be super blessed what we have and the things that we're able to do every single day. Like I said, there's people that did the right thing since the day they were born to be able to live in an area like the Pacific Palisades. Even Altadena. I cycle Altadena and Pasadena all the time.
Beautiful city.
It's beautiful out there.
Yeah.
I would love to live in Altadena. Let's take a step back and remind ourselves like everything can be lost in a split second.
Absolutely.
I don't care if everything is insured. You have to start fresh. Imagine that with a family. Like, remember, we have to understand that life can hit us in a different way from one day to another. One day we're celebrating New Year's. The next day, where we were celebrating doesn't even exist anymore. Like I said, let's help each other. Let's help thy neighbor, as they say. Let's never be in a bad mood about the most bullshit stuff ever, because life can be taken from you just like that. There's people who died trying to throw water at their house. You know what I mean? Like, we need to be more grateful. And I'm not saying nobody's grateful. I'm just saying, like, take a step back and realize things can be taken from you.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Let's talk to them about, you know, what we want to, you know, obviously we've been feeling like helpless, but you know, we put our minds together to figure out a way where we can do our share.
Yes.
Give back.
One thing that obviously La Platica has, and a power that we have and that we use, especially for this and especially for getting resources together, is we have reach. So what we want to do is tomorrow, Tuesday, today's Monday, tomorrow, Tuesday, and we have it written down here. Thanks, Jess. Tomorrow, Tuesday, between 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., we're accepting donations.
That's right, baby.
We're looking to fill up 1,000 bags, and we need your help.
Yep.
We're obviously doing it all. We're going to give the address down on the description down below.
Yep.
We want to help, and I think everybody should help. Even if you don't want to help us, you can do your own thing, and you should help yourself. Donate. We're also going to put a bunch of organizations down here on the description down below. If you're not from LA,
Right.
you can still donate to these organizations, and it's amazing. And I think everybody should put their part in, because this is not going to take this ain't going to be like from a week to another week. This is going to take a long time to rebuild.
Long time.
And all of these resources are going to people in need.
Yeah, we're very excited about this donation that we're doing. We want anybody who's around the area who's able to donate, please drop by and help out in any way that you can. This is going to be in partnership with Libre, which is Sebastian's wife's brand, an incredible brand. Love the brand. But items that we're going to be accepting are ibuprofen, toilet paper, diapers, baby formulas, non-perishable snacks, you know, granola bars, canned foods, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Shampoo, body wash, baby wipes, water, hand sanitizer, eye drops, socks, chapsticks, chonies. Even if they're Hanes, we'll take them. Women's hygiene products, blankets, and whatever you guys think. We're not going to be turning down any products.
Yeah.
Our goal is we're just going to be accepting whatever you guys bring to us. And then from there, we will handle the rest. We're going to put everything into these bags and figuring out the exact place to be able to take them wherever they're going to be able to be most of use, whether that be first responders or organizations of people who've been affected by the fire itself. So come, bring whatever you can. We're also going to be putting a link below that if you are unable to like drop by and bring anything physically, you can donate, and we're going to use that money to be able to hand off to the right people.
Yeah. And remember, guys, today's Monday. It's tomorrow, Tuesday, 8 o'clock. The description, the location of the drop-off. And remember, it's strictly a drop-off. We're going to come, grab your stuff, say what's up. Thank you for choosing La Platica. And then that's really it. Like, it's just a really quick. We're expecting to, there are going to be quite a few people. It's just something that we just really thought to do, and we have to do. It's one of the many ways that we can contribute to what's going on.
If you guys do come by, Sebas and I will be there, and we would love to meet you guys. But this is really not going to be like a meet and greet. We don't want to treat it as such. There's a bigger purpose here, and we just want to be able to do our parts and have you guys be a part of it as well. So I'm really excited. I think this is going to be awesome. I'm excited, but like I kind of feel weird saying that. It's unfortunate, but I'm excited that we're able to use our platform for a greater good.
Exactly. And like I said, anything that what Josh said, those are just examples of what you can bring. Great examples, by the way.
Thank you, Josh.
If you have any you guys are probably smarter than us. You guys have like better things to bring that as well.
Yeah, it's not just those specific things I said. Whatever you guys bring, we're not turning anything away. Whatever you guys think it's going to be able to help aid in this whole situation, we are obviously open. Also, just put together some ongoing fundraisers that are currently going at the moment that are legit. So you guys are not just like sending money to places that are like random. The LAFD Foundation, American Red Cross, LA Food Bank, Baby to Baby. We're going to make sure that we add the links in the description as well. So if you guys feel compelled to donate to any of these, please do.
We're also going to be posting this on our social media platforms. Follow Josh, follow myself, follow La Platica. We will be posting a flyer with a direction as well. So if you guys want, like I said, come on by. It'd be really amazing. It's just going to be one of the things that we want to contribute to, especially since it's Monday and we should like get things going now, because like I said, it's going to be a lot to to deal with for a while. So that's really like I said, it's really unfortunate what's going on here in the Los Angeles County, and it sucks, man.
It does. You know, my heart goes out to everybody affected by this, the first responders. Definitely praying for LA. And look, I know that there is a bunch of stuff going on in the world right now, but you know, Sebas and I, this is very, very close to home for us. This is where our heart is. This is where our home is. And I know our channel doesn't necessarily consist of always talking about like political things or things that are happening, and we need to be better about that. And I think this is hopefully this is a good start, and the start of something where we can really be open to having these kind of discussions. Yeah.
And just like you said, it's in our backyard. It doesn't feel right not to do anything.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see you guys. If you do come, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Like I said, tomorrow, 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
The location is description down below. We really appreciate you guys. Anything helps.
Yep.
Anything helps. And that's it, man. For everybody affected, you're in our prayers. And just like anything in life, we'll all get through this. That's it.
This too shall pass.
This too shall pass. So that's it. Enjoy your guys' day. If you're from Los Angeles and you want to come, we'll see you soon.
Stay
Other than
safe.
that, like Josh said, there's links down below that you can donate. Anything helps at this moment because it's really, really bad. And that's it. Stay safe. We'll see you guys next Monday.
Let's get it, baby. Love
Thank you guys.
See you tomorrow.